Shifting focus to the latest from the United Kingdom. British Prime Minister Theresa May has dismissed reports of either stepping down or conducting a second referendum. May insisted that she will go ahead with the Brexit plan despite a series of resignations in the last 24 hours. During a press conference held late on Thursday, the British Prime Minister vowed to fight for her draft divorce deal with the European Union. May claimed that the course that she has taken is the right one for the United Kingdom.
I do not want to extend the implementation.
Leadership is about taking the right decisions, not the easy ones. As Prime Minister, my job is to bring back a deal that delivers on the vote of the British people, that does that by ending free movement, all the things I raised in my statement, ending free movement, ensuring we're not sending vast annual sums to the EU any longer, ending the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice, but also protects jobs and protects people's livelihoods, protects our security, protects the Union of the United Kingdom. I believe that this is a deal which does deliver that, which is in the national interest. And am I going to see this through? Yes. Well, look, I have taken a very clear view about the question of a second referendum. I've made that view clear to members of Parliament. And I think actually across the House of Commons, most members of Parliament recognise that they gave a vote to the British people, and the British people voted, and it's up to us to deliver on that vote and not have a second referendum. As far as I'm concerned, there will not be a second referendum. We asked people their view. They said we should leave the European Union, and we will leave the European Union, and we will leave on the 29th of March 2019.
Now, the British Prime Minister might also be staring at a no-confidence motion. A letter of no confidence has been submitted by leading backbench Brexiteer Jacob Rees-Mogg to the chairman of Tories' backbench 1922 committee. A vote will be triggered if 48 Tory MPs wrote to the chairman of the committee. When May was asked if she would resign in light of all these, she said, and I quote, "And what do you know about Geoffrey Boycott? Geoffrey Boycott stuck to it and he got the runs in the end," unquote. Meanwhile, reports claim that Michael Gove has rejected May's offer to be the new Brexit secretary. Remember, the position fell vacant after Dominic Raab resigned as the Brexit secretary in protest of the draft Brexit divorce deal. Raab was not the only one. There was a series of resignations in the last 24 hours as a fallout of the cabinet nod to the draft deal, including Pensions Minister Esther McVey. And now, as Theresa May's position as leader of the ruling Conservative Party comes under question, here's a look at who all could be the possible in the frame to replace her. First is Boris Johnson. This former foreign minister of the United Kingdom is an outspoken critic of Theresa May. Johnson resigned from May's cabinet in July this year to protest the Prime Minister's handling of the Brexit negotiations. Boris Johnson was regarded by many as the face of the 2016 Brexit campaign. Next is Jeremy Hunt. The 52-year-old replaced Boris Johnson as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Hunt has often asked the Conservatives to set aside their differences and stay united. Hunt is of the opinion that the European Union is the common foe of everyone living in the United Kingdom. Interestingly, in the year 2016, Hunt had voted to remain in the European Union. Hunt served as a health minister for 6 years and was quite unpopular for his policies. 49-year-old Jacob Rees-Mogg, too, is being seen as a potential replacement of Theresa May. This millionaire has developed a cult following among those who want a more radical departure from the European Union. Rees-Mogg is the head of an influential Eurosceptic group of lawmakers. He has also submitted a letter of no confidence against Theresa May. Next is Dominic Raab. Raab is already making headlines for resigning as Brexit secretary, protesting Theresa May's draft divorce deal. Raab is seen as a relative newcomer to the inner circle of the British government. Raab campaigned for Brexit ahead of the 2016 referendum. Raab has served in junior ministerial roles since the year 2010. Now, 48-year-old Sajid Javid is a favorite among the Conservatives. Javid is a former banker and champion of free markets. He has helped important cabinet offices run on track. Javid had voted to remain in the European Union in 2016. Next is Michael Gove. Gove was one of the highest profile Brexit campaigners in 2016. He was in the run to replace David Cameron post the referendum. Michael Gove was seen as one of the most efficient members of the cabinet and is popular for introducing new policies. And this list cannot be complete without mentioning David Davis. The 69-year-old is being seen as a possible interim leader. Davis was appointed to lead Britain's Brexit negotiations in July 2016. Davis, however, resigned 2 years later in protest of Theresa May's Brexit plans. Now,